Upstairs is big.
Coventry couple Brian Saunders and Andrew Sutton plan to build their dream holiday home in Crete with long-term friends Pete and Leslie Cardy. But the project has got off to a tricky start, with disputes over what the final house should be.
Why do you have such a problem with it?
Now they've come to Crete in search of the perfect plot, and in an attempt to short-circuit the estate agents, Brian has recruited local landowner Anthony to help them. But their requirements seem to be getting lost in translation.
So that's the view? Through the pylon?
Through the pylon, yeah.
Through the pylon?
Well, our picture window is going to be here.
How much further?
How much?
Now where is it? Where is it?
Ah, here.
Oh, here?
Here.
Just here.
You stop here.
Here? That?
Look out here.
Having failed to sell the team his tumble-down house, Anthony has now brought them deep into the countryside to view another plot of land he owns, which he is convinced will be perfect.
Oh. Come on, look.
There we go.
It's very nice here.
It's a mountain to climb.
It takes all Anthony's ancestral shepherding skills to herd this reluctant flock the half-mile or so up the hillside.
Very steep, isn't it?
But he's promised that the view will be worth it.
Straight here, look. Are you hungry?
The plot, when they eventually get to it, is currently occupied by sheep who are understandably surprised by their British visitors.
Come on, my friends, that is my land. One big problem, I forget my chest here. I forget my horse. You know, yes.
The first problem is that Anthony has apparently forgotten his keys, but having come this far, he's not going to let that deter him. His prospective buyers, on the other hand, aren't keen to follow.
You want me to get in there?
No.
That one is very nice. I give up everything I give, please.
Right. So it's...
I give that, please.
So it's up to the wall?
Yes.
And this just to that fence?
Yes, here.
The plot appears to be rather small, but the main problem is one of access. There's barely a goat track leading to the site, and Anthony's English is conveniently oblique when it comes to who actually owns the track.
How do we drive up to
Automobile
it?
here?
Yes.
Yes, from here straight, big, 10 meters. But here is nice, look. Everything, look. Look, beach Almerida.
He's much more comfortable when talking about the view, which is impressive in terms of countryside, but a little restricted as far as the sea is concerned.
Electric, beach, electric here.
I think it is a no.
The beach,
Yeah.
electric, water, everything.
How much?
How much? Here, 70,000 euro.
70. We'll put it down as a possible. Okay.
We're getting a little bit agitated. I've seen two plots. They're hopeless. I can't stop him talking. He showed us just now a plot full of sheep. Now he's saying he's got a wonderful plot near the road with wonderful views. I have my doubts. And I think I'm going to get it in the neck from the group. I really do, because we've actually wasted a lot of time.
Come on.
The olive tree.
Although undoubtedly closer to the road, Anthony's next plot also has no visible access for vehicles. However, the main problem is to do with the view.
What's that?
This is the...
That is the land.
No. What's that?
This is electric.
Right.
Electric Georgiopolis.
So that's the view?
Yes, look.
Through the pylon?
Through the pylon, yes.
Through the pylon?
Oh,
Our picture window is going to be here.
lovely, paradise. Paradise here.
But it's got the bloody pylon in the middle of it.
Oh, look, where's the problem?
The problem is the pylon.
What?
The pylon has to go.
The pile go, yes, we speak Khanya, come to Patari here, to Kurup, yes, I like go.
So you go to the electricity company and say, I want the pylon moved, and
Yes,
they'll move it.
maybe 10 to
You are
20
having a
meters.
laugh.
I don't think so.
I tell you what, let's move it.
Yes, I tell Khanya.
No, it's no good. No. Thank you anyway again. I don't think.
It was Brian who persuaded the team to approach Anthony in the first place, but now they're getting pretty disillusioned.
I don't sense any goodwill here at all.
There isn't any.
What? There ain't
There
any?
isn't any.
What did you see? Was there anything positive coming out of it?
Honestly.
Well, yeah.
What?
We have achieved absolutely bugger all. Well, I never knew he was going to turn out like this, Pete. Don't just keep having a pop at me over it.
No, Brian.
If we found
And
it...
we can't afford to waste another day.
Right, so I'm ballsed up here.
Absolutely. You ballsed up, Brian.
Brian and Andrew are by no means the first people to want to build a house here. There's a boom going on in the area, and new buildings or building sites are springing up all around what was once a virtually untouched vista. In Crete, the locals usually live in one house all their lives, so there are hardly ever any houses for sale. New build is the only option. The team have travelled to the coastal town of Kalivis, where they have decided to engage the professionals and talk to an estate agent.
Mapped out.
Douglas Milne set the company up some 3 years ago, and business is visibly booming, mainly with British customers, comforted no doubt by the common language.
We have a nice selection of plots in nice villages, mountain views, sea views, or sea and mountain views.
That's the thing, sea and mountain views. And the pièce de résistance, which we're going to hit you with, is a big, giant picture window.
Giant.
Sort of 4.5 metres in length.
A large one.
Because this window is going to lower down into the floor. It's not going to be patio doors, it's going to be a completely clear span.
It sounds sort of exotic and expensive, but really it's just like a giant electric car window. But we need the view to look through the window.
Fine. Well, I've got a programme this afternoon to show you a range of plots that we've earmarked for you, and hope you like one of them.
Douglas's company specialises in finding his clients the right plot and then building them the house they want. The team want a plot on the relatively unspoilt northwest coast. Douglas first takes the group to a plot of land above the village of Kokinahoria.
This is to keep the sheep in.
The team have given Douglas a very clear brief. They want a plot of about 4,000 to 5,000 square metres, which is about the size of a football pitch. They want to spend £100,000 on the whole project, and they have to have a sea view.
Right.
And the view is undeniably magnificent, but the rugged terrain is a bit of a shock.
Careful, Brian. Most customers choose an area for cultivation,
Right.
and leave the rest of the plot natural.
And I think that's what would have to happen with this one.
I didn't fully appreciate the size of 5,000 square metres.
OK, it was a large plot, but what we do with it?
Half of it we just won't use.
Brian and Andrew have come with a very set, clear brief, but they're surprised by what that brief means in reality.
Well, it's only the first one. Perhaps things can only get better. Oh, this bloody gearbox.
What's the boundaries of this one?
It starts here, and it's effectively this olive grove in front of us.
The second plot is in Plaka, about 15 minutes down the road, and looks promising.
It's flatter.
But there is one concern.
That looks like a road here.
It's not. It looks like a road, but
It isn't a road.
It's not a road.
They are all clearly impressed with what they see.
The view is excellent.
It's good.
Hello, somebody's coming up.
Oh, right.
That is a road.
It's the road we came up, is it?
No.
There's another one.
That is on there.
The team are worried that Douglas may have lost the plot himself if he is trying to sell them land that has a road running through the middle.
We're more this way.
Right.
But
I was absolutely confused with that last plot because it looked as though it was sort of coming together. We didn't sort of know exactly where the defined boundaries were, and then suddenly that Land Rover came screaming through the centre of it. And there was a road that nobody seemed to know existed. So
Douglas looked a bit phased.
He did.
Would he have known where the plot was?
I don't know what to expect next.
So this is even more of a country plot.
Country is estate agent speak for very remote. Access is everything when you are building a home, and the team are not impressed by the long hike from the road.
This one's just 4,000 square metres.
The plot is not connected for water or electricity. That means an extra cost, and there might be a gorgeous view, but on the flat land behind the trees, it is impossible to tell.
It is a no.
With only 3 days of their trip left, Brian and the team are beginning to fear that they may be wasting their time yet again.
I think I've given him the wrong brief.
I think we've gone alright. He's taken a bit too literal
We're
or
taking
rural.
it we're taking it that there will be a view when the property goes on there.
We can't risk
unless
that,
we were perching on dry stone walls or standing on rock. Even then it wasn't easy to see.
No, I'm actually getting a bit pissed off with the wood.
Blissfully unaware of their growing discontent, Douglas takes them to his fourth plot, which is about an hour down the coast. Access again is a problem.
So if we actually go across...
I thought you said it was an easy climb.
So you have got a sea view, albeit...
Yeah. Over some hotels. Wouldn't be for me.
No.
Well, I am speechless. I really am so pissed off. We've spent nearly all day now.
We haven't seen one yet that we've all gone, oh, great. We've all seen them where we've actually been horrified.
Yeah.
And scratched.
Yeah.
I mean, my legs are like a pincushion.
The following day, and the weather has turned for the worse.
I mean, we've sorted out from yesterday. We don't want a big size, we want a smaller one.
We've got one to see today, which Douglas has said is absolutely magnificent. Well, I hope it is, because my morale is very low.
You're getting tired and emotional, Brian.
Lake Cornus is 5 kilometres to the east of Georgiopolis, where the group are staying, and although it is further inland, you can still see the sea. But Douglas is now getting to know his clients better, and Brian's dislike of hiking in particular, so begins with the view from the side of the road.
What are you thinking, Brian? You sound gobsmacked. Is that
You're not saying anything,
Brian?
Yeah,
You like it?
I do.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm actually shaking.
Yeah. This actually...
It could be because it's a bit chilly, Brian.
Let's have a look at the plot.
Let's look at the plot.
So things are looking up for the house hunters.
That takes your breath away, that does. So the angle of the house could actually include the sea view and
Certainly.
the lake.
You're a bit happier now.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like living in a postcard.
Yeah.
Although it's the smallest plot that we've seen, it is actually the most expensive. The economic price for you will be £140,000.
40.
We'll have to talk.
The price is £40,000 above what they'd hoped to spend, but the view and the plot seem perfect. But Douglas has more bad news to break. Brian's window may not be legal here. The plot is within local village boundaries and therefore subject to stringent planning controls.
When you're out of the village, as we were with the first 4 plots that we saw, there's no requirement to go through the architectural control.
Right.
So the question of the window...
Our window would need special permission.
And is it likely to get it?
I think we can ask the architect about that.
For Brian, this could be the deal breaker, but Douglas promises to arrange a meeting with one of his top architects in the hope of resolving it.
He was very casual about it, but it's quite a major thing. If we knew before that we have these restrictions in a village, we should be looking outside a village.
And I wouldn't really like to give up that plot if we have to diminish the window slightly. I know you're going to say
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, so you're almost saying that you'd have the plot irrespective of the window.
Irrespective of the window.
Sorry, mate, I really wouldn't.
But that is like saying we're going to give up the perfect site.
But if the window
Because
isn't
of the
included, it can't be perfect. That's the bloody point. Tension is building up inside me, and I don't want that to come out when the 4 of us are together.
I think it's going to be quite fiery. You know, if he gets a no, then I think he'll want to pull out.
Tomorrow is going to be a really, really important day. I just hope the lady architect has the same enthusiasm and vision, and if there is a problem, she can find a way through.
Brian, Andrew, Pete and Leslie have fallen in love with a plot of land, but local planning law might rule out Brian's ambitious scheme for a big hydraulic picture window. And this, says Brian, would mean the deal is off. So they are off to meet an architect to get a professional opinion.
So maybe the first thing is if I can just show you the topograph
of the plot.
Vania is a local architect with an excellent reputation, and the hope is that she'll be able to find a way of getting Brian's giant window through the strict Cretan architecture controls.
The window, are you happy with that?
No, the architect control, no. They will not be happy, no me, the architect control.
Can we do it?
For the architect control, everything must be in the normal size.
Right.
I don't think that what they ask in the architect control is not logical.
It's clear not only that Vania doesn't think they'll get away with the window, but also that she herself is not a fan of Brian's idea. The meeting could not be going worse.
It's not nice because it's not the same style with the other houses in the village.
No. So you're actually saying to me that we cannot have this window?
Yes.
Shit.
In a perfect reflection of Brian's mood, the weather finally breaks. The heavens open and Brian's morale hits an all-time low. The window has become an obsession for him, and the others are fearful of how this disastrous news will affect him.
I didn't expect for there to be an absolute 100% no. I thought there might have been some difficulty.
Well, we could ask Douglas if he thinks there's any point in seeing somebody else.
Yeah. I think I want to, actually, because...
Well, we can do that.
And it is still your vision, your dream. So yes, we need to explore every avenue for you. I think
Which isn't just for me.
No, for all of us, but it was originally your brainchild, if you like.
It was your...
And I think we need to, for your benefit, make sure we've exhausted all the avenues we can.
She did say we could have it in a town, but we don't want to live in a town. We don't want to live in an urban environment.
No, that's what we wanted. It just seems there's an awful lot of work's been put into it.
But I think this happens when you build it from scratch.
I suppose so.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'll get over it.
The following morning, and the storm has passed. The team have one more day of their trip left, and despite nursing serious hangovers from the drowning of sorrows on the previous day, they rally, and there's even a hint of optimism in the air.
Yeah, Douglas has found a new architect, or another architect, who may well be more sympathetic to our ideas, and I'm sure we'll find a compromise if it doesn't happen. But anyway, let's go and see what he says.
The port of Vania, where the architect is based, is the second largest town on the island. Michaelis is a highly experienced Cretan architect who's worked both in Greece and Italy.
I suppose this morning the area of concern we have is this large window here, and it actually drops through the floor to leave a complete open space.
Yes. No, in this case, if it's a piece, one piece, it's like something that doesn't exist. Okay, because if it's open, it becomes a covered area, a balcony, a covered balcony, let's say, with a glass in the front.
Right.
So I don't see why they shouldn't accept this.
Yeah?
Right.
Mm. Yeah.
Michaelis' plan is to claim that the window is merely a way of closing in a balcony area, and he believes that by this piece of lateral thinking, he will be able to get around the planning restrictions.
No, why? Is it,
I just can't believe it.
No, we will see. We will ask and we will see if they can make us problems about that.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning.
Made his day now.
But almost as importantly, it's clear he shares Brian's enthusiasm for a giant picture window, and the group are instantly bonded. Michaelis can do no wrong. The floodgates open, and every aspect of the project is discussed with the team's instant approval.
Thank you, my friend.
A nice flight back. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
After yesterday's disappointments, the relief is just too much for Brian.
All emotional.
Hello, lovely red car.
You like the car now, even? It's amazing.
Perhaps it's brought us a bit of luck.
The team are in euphoric mood. They are happy with the plot, and Michaelis, the architect, seems to have solved the planning worries. But they still have the problem that their budget is £40,000 short of Douglas's asking price. In an effort to persuade them to go the extra mile, Douglas suggests they visit one of his first ever clients, who has agreed to let them see what a finished house looks like. Jean's house sits on the outskirts of a small seaside resort called Almerida. It was built a year ago and is roughly the same size as the one the team are planning to have built for themselves.
Nice to meet you.
Don't mind if we all invade?
Please, come in. Hello, Jean, I'm Leslie. Hello, nice to meet you.
Have you got air conditioning? Or is
No,
it
not at the moment.
It's amazing the coolness.
It's amazing how cool it is. Oh, this is homely.
Oh, I like to think so. Well, I've tried to make it homely, obviously, because I live here permanently, you know. This is our kitchen. Kitchen come diner.
It's the first one we've actually seen completed.
This is the main bedroom. Would you like to come in?
It's lovely. Huge. Oh, big bed.
Yes, this is from England.
Is it?
Yes.
This is the king size bed.
This is the king size one, yes. And we've got an ensuite bathroom.
I haven't had a bath for years.
As you can see, these are my friends from London.
The pool is about the same size as the one they'll be getting.
You will find you'll have constant guests,
Constant
yes.
guests.
Yes.
There's also a basement area, very similar to the one that Brian and Andrew have on their plan.
Very nice.
We'll get there eventually, slowly.
Although this is yet to be divided into rooms, it gives Pete and Leslie an idea of what their accommodation will be like.
Very kind of you to let us look round.
You're very welcome. I wish you the very best of luck. I hope you get what you want.
Thank you.
All in all, this is a perfect end to a perfect day. It seems as though they'll be returning home with their mission accomplished and their appetites thoroughly whetted for their own new home.
Very tiring indeed. Up and down, emotions drained, but we finally got there. We've got the plot. We've got the window, hopefully, so Brian's happy.
I think happy is perhaps an understatement. I'm orgasmic. I really am. We found everything that we want.
You've emptied that one as well. Look.
So all that remains now is to polish off the duty-free.
He's gone.
I didn't smoke till we came out here.
Didn't you?
No, I'm the stress of this.
So I'm getting blamed for that as well.
Yeah.
Let's just have a final toast to the group, because I think we've gone through hell this week.
We have.
I'm back again.
Yes.
To us. And thanks for sticking with us. Because we give bricks.
I'll finish this saying. Would you grip it?
Bricks, he said.
I said bricks with a B.
Okay.
That was supposed to be a very touching moment.
I'm very touched. Get your hand off my knee.
That isn't my hand.
But back in Coventry, the laughter soon turns to disagreements that threaten to split the group in two.
Don't think he's going to like that.
So why on earth didn't we talk about this earlier?
No way.
You're joking. No way.
If you pull out, then we'll have to abort.
It sounded a little bit like blackmail.